superstar, Caitlin Clark, finally got a chance to relax during the Olympic break, which means her legs are going to be much fresher.
Definitely.
And when you look at her for the second half of the season, Ty, how do you expect her to come out and make sure Indiana stays in a playoff spot or maybe move up in the standings?
I think she's going to be hot, and I say this from a standpoint, this is the first time since her collegiate career at Iowa that she's actually been able to shut it down, not just physically, but mentally. Caitlin Clark is typically, right, the center of chatter for good, bad, ugly, whatever it wants to be, and she got a chance to...
This is a crazy breakdown. NCAA Women's National Title game, WNBA draft, 2 weeks later, or 13 days later. Then you got training camp. What is that? 13 days later. Then you got WNBA. So within 13 days, she moved and got ready to get into training camp. What is this? 16 days later, WNBA season begins. Like 2 weeks, you know what I mean? Then you get the Olympic break. That's crazy. That's a crazy breakdown. So this is the first time she actually got a decent-sized break.
To turn off her brain a little bit, relax.
Not just her. Not just her. There's been other girls as well.
Then I'm sure she was working on her skill basketball-wise, but all of those things go into being a great player. And so I think she's going to come back out refreshed and ready to go. She was breaking records before the break happened, and I think they're going to continue to do that. I think they understand what's at stakes here as far as continuing to climb in the standings, and they're not far off from the Phoenix Mercury. I think they're just 2 games behind for that 6th spot. So there is a possibility that they can continue to rise, and I think this break really paid dividends for Clark and the Indiana Fever.
100%, and Clark is on pace to break Tisha Penicheiro's rookie assist record in this season, which will be special. She's just having a flat-out amazing year in year one. And when you look at the Rookie of the Year race, Ty, do you think it's Caitlin Clark's, or do you feel like Angel Reese still could give her a run for her money?
And before she continues with that, man, I just want to say, having that break for Caitlin, not just Caitlin, for all of the girls, I think it's going to be refreshing. Everybody got to kind of like let loose, have fun a little bit. Then they're doing all this team bonding activities at the facility, and now they're getting full practice time. They're getting time to work on their defense. They got time with Coach Sides and the rest of their trainers. And I think, you know, this is a big part of what they were missing earlier on in the season. As you could tell, they're blowing a lot of those games early on. Just no team chemistry, not on the swivel for Caitlin's passes. Therefore, she had a lot of turnovers and things like that. So I think they're going to tighten up with that and then just be able to run the floor and then play some pretty good defense. So hopefully they're working on their defensive schemes and getting ready for Friday. But we're going to get into the Rookie of the Race debate right here. Clearly, we got Chris Williamson and then we got Takira Carter. Is that how you say her name? So let's hear what they got to say. For me, man, look, you guys get mad at when I criticize Angel, but I think when I say what I say about Angel, all I say is things of improvement, especially with skill set. And I think the sky could be the limit for her. They're 2 different positions. That's what we all got to understand. One's a point guard, one's a center or / forward guard. You know what I'm saying? Or forward, I guess you should say. So, for me, with Angel, I think she has a lot of improvement. And I think Caitlin has a lot of improvement that can be done. But as far as skill set right now, I think Caitlin has more of a skill set. As far as accomplishments, they're both up there with accomplishments. Caitlin has accomplished a little bit more, but they're both there. I think they both contribute to their organization and team. And I think they're both going to be great in this league. They're both rookies, and one has to win. That's all. One has to win.
I still think it's very much a competition. It's not over until it's over. I think especially with those 2 understanding the dynamic and the history that they have, they're going to continue to elevate their play. Angel Reese, she's playing out of her mind, as we all know, as far as being a rebounding machine, a leader in scoring. She's 2nd in the league in rebounding, 13 points per game for a rookie, not too shabby, and then leading the league in double-doubles with 17. So I think the race is far from over, if you ask me. A couple good games, another streak. Angel had 15 consecutive double-doubles. You never know what could happen.
Oh, wow. So she's saying the race is over. And she said Angel Reese is the leading scorer for the Chicago
continue
Sky.
to elevate their play. Angel Reese, she's playing out of her mind, as we all know, as far as being a rebounding machine, a leader in scoring. She's second in the league in rebounding, 13 points per game for a rookie, not too shabby, and then leading the league in double-doubles with 17. So I think the race is far from over, if you ask me. A couple good games, another streak. Angel had 15 consecutive double-doubles. You never know what...
Oh, so far from over. So she's saying the race is far from over. So I that's why I had to go back and catch that. So she's saying Angel Reese is still in it. She's saying, Angel Reese, you have a couple more of these big time games. You're right there with Caitlin Clark. Okay. So, okay. Now you just got to go out, prove us wrong, do your thing, and continue to do you. I mean, look, Angel Reese, like I've been saying in all my videos, she's a rebounding machine. She's going to outwork you. She's got that knack for the ball. It's the skill set I just want her to improve, and then we would have a tighter, even tighter race. That's all. That's all I've been saying.
Could happen there. So I'm excited to see what both of the young players continue to do in this second half of the season. Especially, they both have breaks, so you never know.
Exactly, and it's great for the league, right? Because it's not a clear-cut favorite. It's, hey, one day it's Caitlin Clark, then the next day it's Angel Reese. So they're going back and forth, and we love to see it. Now, the WNBA trade deadline is August 20th. There are several teams who could make some moves to upgrade the roster and really compete for a championship. What's one trade you're expecting to take place?
So I'm not expecting this to take place. I think this is wishful thinking here, but tell me if I'm wrong. I think that Izzy Harrison, Chicago Sky, could elevate what the New York Liberty are trying to do in their pursuit of winning a championship. Yes, they're the clear favorite right now. They're already at #1, but I think they could use some more depth at the forward position. Someone who is mobile, someone who's active. She's coming off that ACL injury, but she hasn't really skipped a beat as far as what she can do with rebounding the basketball and also just coming and giving them that extra edge. A player with some toughness.
How they gonna put that in her highlight like that? Don't do her like that.
If you will, I think that could get them over to the top for their championship aspirations. So that's just my little 2 cents, a guess. I don't think it will happen, but I think that could be a beneficial trade if the New York Liberty wanted to get an extra body for what they're looking to do postseason.
Okay, well, we'll have...
Yeah, that would be a crazy pickup right there. And, you know, back to what I was saying about Angel not being the #1. I don't think Angel's the #1 option for Chicago Sky. Nah, I don't. I think she's a great asset and a great piece to that team. But #1 option, I don't think so. Maybe I understood wrong. But, you know, that's her take on it. And, yeah, you know, like I said, Angel... If she puts up some crazy numbers, and I just think she has a little bit more to do to prove that she wins Rookie of the Year than Clark. What Clark has done this year is just ridiculous. Same with Angel, you know, double-doubles, rebounds, stuff like that. You know, that's great. But Clark is leading the rookies in everything right now. So, besides rebounds. So, like I said, if Angel ends up with like 17 points a game and double-double, like, okay, then we could talk. For sure. So, I don't know. I'm rooting for both. You know, I don't want this channel to make it seem like we're not rooting for both. I think both rookies. And it's not fair. I don't think it's fair to both rookies to exit or like one's this, one's that. But at the same time, I don't get to decide either one of their fan bases, and it's a very strong fan base. This is something I haven't seen in a while. Angel Reese's fan base, Caitlin Clark's fan base. It's strong. And they're fighting for the girls. I don't blame you guys at all. But when it comes down to the Rookie of the Race year, my take is we still have 14 more games, 14 to 15 more games. Then we got playoffs. Then we'll be able to judge from there, kind of like, you know, the rest of their accomplishments and what they can do. I'm excited for both. I know we got games Thursday. We got games Friday. So I'll be watching. I might do a live. I'll let you guys know tomorrow if we're going live for Friday's game. If not, it's your boy CO KANA, man. Make sure you guys sub to the channel. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody subbing up, everybody liking all the comments. I'm reading them. I'm interacting. I appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next video. Let me know whatever you guys want to see next. Who's your Rookie of the Year? Let me know. I'm out of here.